Corporation by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into WTIM, your information station. It's time for the WTIM Morning Show. We're getting it started with a chamber chat this morning. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. In studio, we have our Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce President Crystal Baker and Executive Director Linda Allen. How are we doing today, Chamber?
We're good.
We're doing great.
So glad to have you guys in studio today. Many things to talk about. I think we're going to start with after hours. So we got another after hours coming up, Crystal.
We sure do, and we're very excited about it. We are having an after hours Wednesday, November 20th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. It will be at Battery Specialist plus Golf Cars, and it is co-hosted with Olivio's Drive-Thru.
Love it.
So they are going to have awesome food, awesome prizes. It's a great time for business connections and networking. We're really looking forward to this. Hopefully we can get a lot of our members, maybe people we haven't seen, get out to after hours before join us. That would be fantastic.
And venturing into a newer business here for after hours. First time at Battery Specialist?
It's the first time in quite a while. I know in the
quite a while.
past they've had one, but it's been many years.
Sure.
So we're excited to have them hosting
I
this.
love it. And I know at these after hours, you guys have food there, and a lot of times they're at a restaurant or at a place that can cater.
Yes.
Where are you guys catering from for this one?
So this one's going to be co-hosted with Olivio's Drive-Thru.
Okay.
We're really
Amazing.
excited about this.
Yeah.
So we had this brainstorming session on what would be a good fit, and this was the result. So we've been working really closely with Lori from Battery Specialist and then Ken Olivio.
I love it.
And
the
he's-
famous Olivio's in
Good Lord.
Taylorville.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you haven't been out there, folks, I don't know what you're doing. I've been
I
there
don't
for
know.
a year and a half now. I've been there probably like 10 times. Amazing.
So I asked him, I said, how long have you been at that location? He said, next month it'll be 3 years.
3 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
So it's just it's off Cheney Street. You just take Cheney Street and just go down that little road and go through the drive-thru and look at that menu. It is fabulous, I will say. I've been there quite a few times this week.
I imagine they've been there longer just because of their setup. Just seems like they've just been so into the community so well. So that's awesome. Olivio's, let's talk a little bit more. Ken Olivio, owner, operator over there?
Owner, operator. This is his second Olivio's
Really?
in Taylorville. Yeah. So years ago, he had a location on East Main Cross, and he was there for 3 years too. And that's kind of where I got the taste of it. And he does the best Chicago style hot dogs, Italian beefs. I mean, it's authentic.
Yeah.
It's real.
Now let's speak to that. I mean, are you going to find a Chicago style hot dog like that around here? You're going to travel pretty far.
You got to travel pretty far.
That's what we're
So I
thinking.
do know that my up north skills come from Portillo's.
Sure.
That was a staple.
Yeah.
If you were from the north, you know what
Totally.
Portillo's was. And so when he came to town, it really piqued my interest because it reminded my taste buds of what that meant.
It was, it's perfect. It's a very, very good Italian beef they got
Yes.
over there, and these hot dogs. Let's talk their beef. Let's talk Vienna.
Vienna.
Let's get these people educated out there that might not
So
know.
I asked him I always see that, why Vienna beef? What is so significant about that? And he said that is 100% all beef hot dog, and it's the only one that they use. That is a standard for the Chicago style hot dog. So therefore, it's the only one he will eat.
I love it.
And it makes a
Stick to
difference.
principles.
If you have a hot dog and you taste we do it at Chili Fest, the all beef hot dogs. I mean, it's a game changer.
And it's not just the hot dog, Linda Allen itself. There's a lot of toppings that go on the Chicago style
Toppings
hot
in
dogs.
there. There's a lot of things in there.
Jardiniere.
Pickles. I'll say it again.
The Jardiniere.
Yeah. That's my favorite. My favorite. So that is specific to that area. I don't think a lot of people know about that here. I happen to really love them so much that my dad for Christmas one day sent me a gallon of them from like Schwebbe's
Heck yeah. Wow.
restaurant supply. And you can put them on anything.
And those are peppers?
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
sweet and hot.
And they've
Never
been
had one.
sitting in some sort of liquid.
Yes,
and yes,
like
they're
an
very
oil.
sweet, very
It's
hot.
amazing. I even put them on pizza once.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
just
being
tried
good.
it and it was good.
So let's move a little bit further into this. There's so many menu items here. They're all very reminiscent of the Chicagoland area. You got some favorites, Linda Allen?
I have some favorites. So I asked Ken what his favorite was because I'm still eating my way through the menu. And he's, it's funny. He loves the Italian beef. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So how could you not? We had a discussion about the horseshoes. So horseshoes are very specific to this area.
Yes.
Springfield was the founder of the horseshoe, I guess. There's a lot of people around Central who know what horseshoes are. Up north, they don't know.
No, not at all.
Nope.
Never heard of it.
So
Looking
he's
at
not really crazy about horseshoes because it's not their thing.
Sure.
So we went into a conversation where I said, if you're from that area, you know what butt steak is?
Sure.
Do you know what butt steak is?
I've heard of it. I don't
It's
know if I've
on
ever had
every
it.
menu up north.
Yes.
Like
yes.
a horseshoe is here. So it's interesting. But I think for me, I just kind of went crazy with French fries. He has a whole French fry menu. Like just
Yeah.
Road fries.
oh my
Those are my
gosh.
favorite.
So,
So I've never had the Chicago style hot dog, and you guys are making me
Yep.
want to try
You're
it.
gonna.
But I always get the beef, Italian beef, and the road fries.
There's a whole menu of fries.
Yeah.
There is a whole menu of fries. He's got 10 different varieties. So you can get them fresh cut. These are all cut right there.
Wow,
Right
that's
there.
cool.
And done. So they have two sizes, small, large. He's got road fries, garlic fries, dirty fries, angry fries is what I tried the other day. Oh my gosh. Chili cheese fries, loaded fries, tornado fries. I've had those too.
Cool.
Amazing. Cheese curds, and then of course onion rings.
I love it.
I mean, just drive through and just make yourself happy. It's great.
I love the idea of Chicagoizing a horseshoe
Well,
or a couple of these items.
yeah.
It's awesome.
It's really crazy. I had the Philly cheesesteak horseshoe the other day.
Cool.
It was a little different,
Yeah.
little different take, but I mean, again, it was just good.
I love that. They're creative over there. Describe the angry fries for the people out there, please.
So I said, "What is an angry fry?"
Yeah.
I said, "What is this? What is an angry fry?" And he told me the angry fries are spicy batch of fries.
Okay.
They are tossed with Louisiana hot sauce, and then they're smothered in the jardinera peppers.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yep, and it was amazing.
Sometimes I can't do the spice, but for something like that, I think I might, just handle it for the time and then just enjoy it
Yep.
because that sounds amazing right there. That is awesome. We were talking Italian beef. We're talking the fries, but they have Italian beef minus the beef. Explain
They
this
do.
one. This is cool.
That was another question I had. What is? I always see this on the menu. What is gravy bread? Like,
Sure.
What is that? What is that? I've never been curious enough to order it, but now I am. So he said that is basically the poor man's sandwich.
Sure.
Yep. If you can't afford the Italian beef, you can have this soaked bun with this au jus, and you can add the peppers on it. You can put the cheese on it. You do whatever you want. It is like a fraction of the cost of the Italian beef, but wow, that's
sounds
amazing.
Delicious, and that's an option with
That
your
is an
Italian
option.
beef. There, if you do order regular Italian beef, you
Yep.
can have it baptized.
You
or dipped
can.
and just get it completely submerged in the au jus.
Good
right
Lord.
there. My goodness, this is becoming a very very hungry episode
Is
right
it
now.
too early
It's
for lunch?
not, no. When does he opens at 11? I think. Let's check that time.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to work in right now. Some
Yep.
hours of operation.
He's got a couple hours to go.
Yeah.
But Ken's worked very hard at this location. We want to embrace it, get out there and try it. I'm a food weirdo. I'm not afraid to try food.
Sure.
If you're going to try something different, and you've never tried this, go on over and give them a shot.
Awesome.
You can drive up and order. You can call ahead and order. They have DoorDash. I've done DoorDash one time. So there's an app you download on your phone and use it.
Olivio's DoorDash
Oh.
compatible right there. It's always good to know.
Yep. so
Hours
there's
of
delivery
operation.
option.
Do you want to get those out?
He's got his winter hours he's got now. So that just went into effect. So he's going to be open at 11 until 8. And that's going to be, I believe it's Monday through Saturday. I think they're closed on Sundays. I don't want to, but,
Yeah.
and then in the normal summer hours, they're open until 9.
Awesome.
And then he's hoping for, right now it's pretty much drive through. He's hoping when the weather gets better, we're talking like months
Yeah.
in the spring, he'll have outdoor seating. We're looking forward to that.
And if you are sitting outdoors there and you look to your left, I think we mentioned this just briefly in the past. They have like a drive-up movie setup,
Yep.
and I actually inquired. It might have been Ken Olivio the time
Yep.
I talked with him. I think he might have mentioned, if there was support, if there was, just attention from the community that they
Yep.
wanted something like that. That
They've
could
got an
be a
area
thing.
they could pop it up, and they did it before.
Cool.
And they've had a car show out there. I mean, they have ample room and opportunity.
I think
to
it's
do
worth
cool
getting it
things.
out there, putting it in people's minds
Walk around
again.
with some angry fries and a Coke or Pepsi.
That'd be
on.
fantastic.
Oh, it would be
If you want
great.
to get involved with Olivio's in any type of way right there, they
Yep.
could support that. Sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Final wrap up words with Ken Olivio here and this great restaurant.
Just give them a try. It's located at 1001 Nectar Lane. That's off Cheney Street. You'll see it. You're going down. Everyone says, "What is Nectar Lane?" No one seems to know what that
Yeah.
is. Just look for the sign that says drive-through.
Yeah.
Olivia's drive-through. Pull in there, you'll get it. The phone number is 217-777-6726. And they are just there waiting for you to come and eat.
Perfect. All righty. Before we go, can we list off where we can find chamber events like the after hours we started with here?
Yes, absolutely. If you go to www.taylorvillechamber.com, we have a list of all of our events, or find us at the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce on Facebook.
Perfect. Thank you for that. We have Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce in the studio now. President Crystal Baker and Executive Director Linda Allen. We are streaming live on Facebook at Taylorville Daily News and on YouTube at WTIM TV. I'm getting a notice that we're having a tough time connecting to that Facebook right now. But thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, in Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We'll be right back on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
It's no secret that employers are having a difficult time hiring qualified personnel, whether full or part-time. The Miller Media Group wants to help you, the employer, to find the candidates you're looking for. That's why we've created IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. This website is part of a broad radio and internet employment campaign available through the Miller Media Group. Contact your account manager or email sales at randyradio.com for more information. IllinoisJobPost.com is where we put the power of radio and the internet to attract prospective candidates.
There's only one Central Illinois radio station that brings you the memories of the 60s and early 70s as you are cruising down the streets of your hometown. The dial position is 98.3 FM. The station is 98.3 WSVZ. From Macon to Vandalia and I-55 to I-57, cruising 98.3 plays the hits from early Elvis in the 60s to the British invasion of the Beatles, Herman's Hermits, and many more from the 1960s. Then we swing into the early half of the 1970s with artists like the Guess Who, the Doobie Brothers, and Elton John. Every song brings back something you remember about growing up. Set a button and crank up the station, playing good time rock and roll from the Tower of Power, cruising 98.3 WSVZ.
And yet another major brand just announced it's halting all social media advertising.
The two most overused and abused words in advertising are truth and trust. They are the two most precious commodities for all brands, big and small. As an advertiser, you have to trust your partners to protect your brand's truth using the media consumers trust. Radio, it's on.
Trust the Miller Media Group to deliver your message.
Fall means attending your favorite festivals and bonfires. Taylorville Care Center can help get you back to doing what you want, like attending a local fall festival. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Brandy Bruley here, Superintendent of Taylorville Schools. We promote student success because Taylorville schools are A+. Find out everything we can offer your students by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station, in the midst of our chamber chat with the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Welcoming back Crystal Baker, president of the GTCC, and the executive director, Linda Allen. Talked all about after hours in that first half, and Olivio's, of course, Ken Olivio, learning all about that great restaurant. Now moving on, more chamber happenings right now. Scholarship Awareness Day coming up for the chamber.
So it's going to be our 11th annual Scholarship Awareness Day on Friday, February 7th of 2025 from 10:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. Us at the Chamber, along with the Taylorville High School Guidance Counselor, April Durbin, are now collecting scholarships. If your company, organization, or an individual has a scholarship you would like to make available to the THS seniors, please consider joining us on this day. And also, we would like for you to RSVP to the Greater Taylorville Chamber at chamber@taylorvillechamber.com and include a copy of your scholarship that you're going to be providing for these students.
Perfect. Well, 11 years of this scholarship.
11. It all started with an idea, and here we are 11 years later, and it just grows every year.
It's almost like these high schoolers nearing their graduation are expecting to be able to apply for these.
They're very receptive to it. We do it over 3 separate lunch hours. So we ask that if you do participate, bring at least 50 copies of your scholarship, because they come around all the tables, they chat, they're excited to see what everyone has to offer.
Wow, absolutely. Come prepared to that. That's going to be a really, really great opportunity. And where is it one more
It's
time?
going to be at the Taylorville High School cafeteria on Friday, February 7th, 10:30 till 1 p.m.
Awesome.
And this is the students helping themselves.
Yes.
That's the goal, is to get them to help themselves.
It's a lot of work applying for these scholarships and stuff like that. So make it, centralize it, make it a little bit easier for these students. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and I want to touch too, for deadline to let us know that you have a scholarship to offer is going to be Wednesday, January 24th by 5 p.m.
Perfect. All righty. Got to get that in motion now. Got our chamber in studio right now, Crystal Baker and Executive Director Linda Allen. Crystal Baker, our president. What else we got going on with the chamber coming up here?
We have one of our members, Sussie's Resale, is going to have a small business Saturday pop-up vendor event. That's going to be on November 30th. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at their location, which is 218 South Main Street. They are looking for vendors that want to join in for this event. And if you would like to, please email them at susiesresale@gmail.com, SUESSIES resale@gmail.com.
Perfect. Small business Saturday. We do these every Saturday. I've not been aware of these.
They're popping up. They really are.
It's awesome. What else we got going on? We talked Scholarship Awareness Day and Kemmerer Village getting in the action with Chamber here as we move towards Christmas. This is
Yes,
important.
so Kemmerer Village needs your help. They are wanting us to help make a child's Christmas a little bit brighter. They have a Christmas wish list for their children, and you can find that on kemmerervillage.org /Christmas. Hoping that everyone does a little Black Friday shopping to help support the children at Kemmerer Village.
I love it. We just read a Kemmerer Village story today talking about their very beginnings, and now they have over 200 children over there in foster care. Just unbelievable mission that they have, and so glad the Chamber's getting involved.
Yeah.
You guys, this is not the first time that Kemmerer Village and the Chamber are doing something together.
We partnered last year together with this idea, and it was just kind of a unique bond, and then we got to go out and tour the facility and really see what there is out there. The horses, we talked about that this morning. There's lots of things out there, and they're amazing people, so we want to help. So the idea of the Black Friday came about after Christmas last year. We thought, why don't we hit it earlier and try and get a little more bang for the buck? Let's see what we can do. So we're pushing that.
Absolutely. Any rules to this list, this wish list here, things we should have in mind while shopping?
Well, there are some things they have, and we'll put this out there. There's like different things that they have: arts and crafts, personal items, sports and recreation, and stocking stuffers. Ideas that they have that we'll put out there for people to see, be able to purchase and give.
There will be some kind of event upcoming where people can gather and maybe see some sort of tree. Are we ready to start talking about that yet?
Well, we're going to have our Christmas after hours after party. It's a Christmas after party, Christmas after hours. That'll be in December. We'll release that date and location soon. Yes, and that's where we will have the tree, and that's where the presents will be, and they'll be able to take them from there.
Awesome. And before we move one more time, where we can find that wish list right there.
It's going to be at kemmerervillage.org /Christmas.
Perfect. Alrighty. Chamber in studio right now. President Crystal Baker and Executive Director Linda Allen. Got about 3 minutes left on this morning show. Where do we go? More Chamber topics right now. I know Scholarship Day seemed like a really good one. Can we go back to Scholarship Day a little bit and just describe how that came to be? This is local businesses really helping out these students graduating.
So we tell the story every year because it's a funny story, because like my daughter, when she was in, and the seniors are very busy at that time of year, but where are your scholarship applications? Where are these? And she said they're in a secret box somewhere, and there's no secret box. You have to know where to go. Yeah. So I was working with Margot Wagner at that time on how we can help get this, how we can get more people to apply. Yeah. And I asked if we could come there. She said yes. So we started organizing local scholarships at that moment, and it was amazing to see how many there were, and it just kept growing. And we want to be able to show people there is community support for students to be able to go to school. And there's trade school scholarships. There's all kinds of scholarships. There's just so much money.
I think about the money available to these students as we're reading them throughout the year, all these different businesses getting involved. It warms my heart just to know that these businesses are taking care. I mean, I feel like it's almost a 50-50 giving this money out to these students, because hopefully they come back into town and then they help promote this economy as well. But I'm sure they'd be just as happy if they found a career path that took them somewhere else.
Right. And your community cares. And it's fun because after we do this, we get all kinds of calls. They're like, how do you guys do that? Like other towns, like you just got to organize it and make it happen in your school district and get that money to them. So I'm hoping it's contagious.
How often is that happening? Other cities reaching out to the Greater Taylorville Chamber of
a
Commerce?
A lot. They see things that we're doing. They'll call. We're all kind of internet working, getting ideas from each other, working together. But the other communities, we all kind of have the same models of what we do, and we love to help. So if they want to call us, we'll talk about it.
No competition there.
Nope.
If one person thrives, everybody thrives there. So that is awesome. Pretty much out of time here. Any final wrap-up words in our chamber chat for today?
We just want you to come to After Hours.
After Hours, and that is
going to be at Battery Specialist Plus Golf Cars, co-hosted with Olivio's, and location 800 West Springfield Road.
Thank you, President
And it will
Crystal
be
Baker.
fun.
And it'll absolutely be fun. That was Linda Allen speaking there, Executive Director of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. And we have President Crystal Baker in with us this morning. We've reached the end. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. And Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.